Hi, it's Brett the Herbalist, and I'm here to talk to you about resolving digestive issues with food and with herbs, and in particular using prebiotics and probiotics in that way as well. So you might have heard the saying over the years, you are what you eat, and another common phrase or an old saying is, let thy food be thy medicine. And so primarily most digestive issues come back to that, to understanding that the food is what really our digestive system depends upon for its health. And so what we tend to do in our modern society is we have a lot of processed food. And one way of looking at it is, a simple way of looking at it is, your digestive system is designed to decompose the food. In a sense, when you think about it, the food goes in one end intact and it comes out the other end decomposed or broken down into almost like compost that you could put on your garden as manure, exactly what it is. And when you think about that process, it's a natural process, and you see it throughout nature, is that things decompose and break down. Now think about your processed food and the foods that you have in the supermarket. Those foods are designed to not break down and to not decompose, and they're designed to sit on the shelf. And they're designed to sit on the shelf sometimes for years. And a classic example, which you may have heard about, is the McDonald's food. McDonald's food is obviously a fast food, but what they have designed it to do is to sit on the shelf in preparation for that fast food production. So it's got preservatives in it, and those preservatives are so good that even after that food is cooked, and you might have seen videos or stories on this, that the McDonald's food will sit on the shelf for up to a year without any mold or any decomposition whatsoever. And that's a sign. Foods that are like that are not designed to be digested. In other words, your body will have the same struggle to break them down as nature. So think about it this way. The process of digestion involves micro-organisms, enzymes and natural acids in your body that will break this food down. And if the food is full of preservatives, your body will not be able to break it down. And so you'll suffer with indigestion, acid reflux, inflammation, bloating, gas, and eventually the bacteria in your body become compromised and the bad bacteria starts to take a hold, and that's what causes ulcers to develop. We've talked about the food itself being broken down in the digestive process. Now most food, natural food, fruits and vegetables, they come with their own internal digestive mechanisms. So they come with water, which is a major thing required for digestion. They also come with fibre, which feeds all the good bacteria in your gut, so they're prebiotic in that sense. And they also come with enzymes, and the enzymes are necessary for digestion. And your body doesn't make a lot of its own digestive enzymes. It sort of requires enzymes that come from the food to keep topping up the enzyme pool. So again, processed food doesn't have those things. Doesn't have the enzymes, doesn't have the water, doesn't have the fibre usually either. So most processed foods are devoid of the nutrients you need for digestion. So in a nutshell, what you need for a good digestive function is whole foods, fruits and vegetables. And you think that it's a no-brainer, but most of us these days have been sucked in by the industry, the food industry, into buying processed foods. And so it's as simple as that. If you want to resolve your digestive problems, get off processed foods. And the other thing is, sometimes even whole foods can be hard to digest. So your nuts, grains, seeds, legumes, pulses and those sort of things are also designed by nature, in fact, to be indigestible, because they are part of the reproductive process of the plants. So the seeds and grains are designed to be passed through the body undigested. So again, just a little sort of a sideline to the whole food thing is, look out for, it's what they call lectins, and particularly on those hard seeds, nuts, grains and legumes. They could be causing inflammatory conditions within your digestive system as well. So an extra to all of this is, of course, prebiotics and probiotics. So your prebiotics are basically the fibre in your food. So your fruits and vegetables are very, very high in prebiotics, and your probiotics are good bacteria that can be introduced. So quite often those will come in the form of like acidophilus in your yogurt. These days you can get a lot of probiotic products. I suggest one called L-reuteri, and we have that on our site available, and that's a mother's breast milk probiotic, which is one of the most powerful at taking hold of the intestine. And yeah, look that up. You'll find links around on the page for that. So I hope that's been helpful. And remember this, the simple thing is your food is designed to decompose and become compost, and only natural plant-based foods are really designed to do that. So the more plant-based you go, the more whole food you go, the less inflammation you'll have in your body, the easier foods will digest, and a lot of digestive issues will resolve themselves quite simply by doing that. And on top of that, of course, you've got your herbs. So your herbs include all your digestive herbs and spices. They all help your digestion. And also when you look at a gut cleansing, rejuvenating program like the herbal detox program, you'll get a whole lot of herbs in there. In fact, 24 herbs in that program that will help to heal and resolve digestive issues. So I hope that's been helpful. And yeah, look forward to talking to you again soon.